okayfm 101.7.
Na kama pa na yen kokodi nkomo ona mo me moche
oh yeah ja opening
na umpo muti sei
ya miado ya pananso
bibia kama pa bibia kama pa na mampani na amamra man kwan se wonye na appointment na wo ba soja fo emu a why appointment no wayi bi se we mra na we medi animu na we nhwe se de be ya na ban bambo ho nsem ebesi pia sita ya so so ti ase enye yi
yo we dey me dance pa na no pay akọbọ press conference bi so o ma pa no do ni agba wo dey ase me ba o be dey tu no we ma encotre it is your papa de so for penny a nyina no me mofra ne ene na so penny fu nyina me dey say sa press conference no nye de ene ba so me dey say ko fu bi na share de yakole so the bibi conscious so but wo mo akasa de me ni say o me press conference
na ayi
mo an dan wo
na minimo ba whereby ya party di nkugui obi e kire na adwene obi e kasa adwoa won kasa ye ne nkrofo kansem gu no so pa ena nyi ono nko na akasa general secretary ni na twetwe nkomo e wa ha ebra party di nkuguo no ama ono so aka de si ye de onim ni ade nyina nyi ono nko mate yewura dwombo di former general secretary ono so ada media platform ono so kasa abronye kasa obi e kasa ono nko ko kasa e bi ase bradis one committee na jase twini wo we esuan ba bi e mmere
penifose party from someone baby I can run fan treba
mate
men pese me na me kwa kubuso entino adesoje na me de manu atiase amame na mafre the party penifo nyina so de omuni yema sabia anhweso ma party committee a won na hwede kunyina so ne penifo na akasa obi akasa obeka na radio so de obeka na TV so de obeka na kukuom ne nyina no le ne penifo yesia obi ad ne de ama no o ka bo mo de ba emiesia na bobo mu a de be boye na etunya ko enim bia no be he de atui to ye manfo ne penifo nyina ntiase sa amaye
baba fe ye mra sam no so
yo entino ye baso no obia sabe enkasanti amampani se President Mahama exercise the presidential prerogative. President Biaba was the Senate Chief of Defense Staff. A lot of them assistant Chief of Staff of the Ghana Armed Forces. But no happen na mutasa. The academy of that 2 year the previous government appointed Bian. Oni omu ya juma mrene kwa ni munaso mo jume di bewi ya. No why sachaye. Sana President Kufoba ya obeto aso o sachaye tu bi so na wonin kai nyina President Rollins pa wo ye adwuma in 2005 and was same one penifoni bi ko fie ma Major General JB Dankwa obeto aso Chief of Defense Staff so abeto na President Mills so ba ya obeto aso ba ya no pressure ya and this is for the President Mahama so also san obi a ba pressure Samedi Bekaya 2023, 2024. Okay, campaign. What do I say? And all the security chiefs, your tenure is conterminous with President Kufuor. The day President Kufuor will go out of office, we will sack all of you. Who can sack us? We order to join me now. What promises the President Mahama about all the policies that the high commands of all the security agencies.
But president.
Yes, but when you're president now. Obeka be sana at that time. Opposition. There was nobody like a presidential spokesperson. All they had was a communication officer of the party. It is no Bekasa. Wakasa the ama flag bearer. Akasama the leader of the party. Akasama party no. And it is a major promise. He speaks on behalf of the party. When there is a new power, party Nikasama for Bekasa. Party Niba power. Ombe Pamo security chiefs are a agencies ning na no na suswampa so ba umedi so chief fire officer Umapamono, chief immigration controller general immigration Umapamono, director general prisons Umapamono, IGP Umapamono, chief of defense staff Umapamono, chief of army staff Umapamono, chief of naval staff Umapamono, chief of air staff Umapamono, chief of staff of Ghana Armed Forces Umapamono. Woman firm you are almost back down very deep to commandant be brigade be and deputy chief of staff so be the major general 2 star and above via 15 of them so pamo winna be cracker bear 6 years and so mark retirement no not and then the woman kind of quakusia pepe politics no can so the big security moon and no more the about the women but who can put the Omofano among the brigadier generals or no the chief of staff no or no intake 34 offer chief of staff Aminoka or no intake 26 current chief of defense staff and no more a pamo to the intake 27 for intake 28 intake 20 now more pamo munina so monko omoko far intake 30 ni be no a brigadier general be the chief of defense staff no and almost fine you know intake 31 for intake 32 for intake 33 for munina brigadier generals 1-star generals echo far intake 34 our 4 years junior to a lot of the 1-star generals are Monsieur brigadier generals no omoko far so my chief of staff in the person of brigadier general Ashong Anna as they ebufo ne nsembebre at the back camp na ninyi na mu ni yehwehwani yesa stando gba danfo brebo papa one and this for nante pa and to be honest
unim say you stando be oni ha obetimi yi na no ene sa ya atesem
media the all the media sabi ni yehwehwe mu kwatiri the dika the me no akasa se bebre me kasa manon pa so bia maka bibi ma yentro
na danfo brebo ko an kire se na danfo brebo no a kire se bia ya man post because se na danfo no nti it could be
ayo matiasie na no me danfo pa then stand up na wo mo appointed no no chief of staff wo wi ya so letter na buy so na chief of staff for Ghana Armed Forces na ko fan so be buy and May 24th the 24th March and according to letter party for so buy it take effect yanka bia so mu anu ya the same person has been appointed again as commissioner for customs GRA letter name no one state bia say same brigadier general Sean Anai that same person no and you know and fan as chief of staff no president ayen satraye enti wasesa at the name back commissioner customs or GRA name no or town the pafufro akoye the chief of staff of Ghana Armed Forces letter man the letter make can say until his appointment he was the presidential coordinator of security at Flagstaff House. That was all. But it can never be said there is a Ghana Armed Forces. There were 2 people of the same names. Brigadier General Glover Ashaw and Brigadier General Glover Ashaw and said 2 people having the same name, the same rank. And you are appointing Nipa Bakufo into 2 sensitive positions in less than a week. We don't even have any communication. Say why? And a year the clear chief of staff of Ghana Armed Forces. Now, Cressa said, one more as a son commissioner customs and Yabiano has he given way for a new person to be the chief of staff, and who is that chief of staff? And so, net 24th March, and it taking effect. Is it a lacuna or it is a case of dual appointment? And it's all confusing now. See, President Mahama catch and a free banner. And I mean, this said, it is a penny for our position. And it is a general the most NDC person as on position I can see me. What plan is if you penny for the bray or neutral of only a legal house room one. So, Kabako, AD chief of staff of Ghana Armed Forces. Now, come about also Eddie, a commissioner customs. Not what come you do the many tobacco for. I'll let it be a my matrimo. Sana memory, Yanuana. And it will be anyone. So they are all questioning the legitimacy of President Mahama, said, or president, no appointment. But the can say, well, fat and a passo, and I hear an appointment, and they will be doing a thing in our home, and not being in her and the faster. That is what we are telling the president. And the years are can be said. Remembering penny 4 generals, 2 stars and above, what come woman. President Akufo-Addo buy or no say. The old or better now, or far woman, or no more air juma. Menu pet and obey you, Chief of Defense Staff and the Chief of Staff. And no ground to ye Chief of Defense Staff, no. Nipa or promote to no better and I am Chief of Defense Staff and the year juma. President Mahama, Army Commander, the President Mahama appointed as Chief of Army Staff, Major General Obed Boama Akwa. Ono President Akufo-Addo say, "One amene obey adwuma." So President Mahama now a far away Army Commander, Chief of Army Staff of Ghana. Mempamo won me promote to abe overall boss of the Ghana Armed Forces. Mempono se me se wanan Army Hona, Army Commander me fa no. Mumpe obi o the next most senior general mba. And I'm the general I am Dubai. That is meritocracy. Okay. Chief of Naval Officer, Chief of Army of Air Staff for Betum. Once the sound, when you move Juma, copies from Juma Query. And this is a not also the woman, sir, who by political cleansing. Now, Pamu Munina. Any Susan Sua, a word to Casamia and Dia, severance pay, training, this girl, woman, training, or more grew up. Library, also a sample for the training room. And the asking now, Kambuma, now the army for a bit me SC 200 housing units, the amount of one as year go. So, whether the Biampo out,
sir, I couldn't and no, you came out of which computation? Says the guy, basically, that is 200 housing units.
Yes, my running regression, a 3 foot. One, a year severance pay, and the severance pay, no. So Nipano, I can't bear 6 years, 4 years. I'll buy Master won't be in judgment to Pamano. Now,
by appointing a Nipa for 4 hours, I believe you, woman. As a woman in Alcofi by force.
Yes, in military, no, we are Safaman in a military Diaguma. So, we now appointed a lower stand at the Chief of Defense Staff. The senior be automatically ready. Senior, yeah, automatically, you were the Ugofi. Sana military, baby, I want to say, no. But you know, we are commander in chief, now we are appointed 1-star general, so my Chief of Defense Staff, will be our 2-star general, or 3-star, or 4-star, piano, automatically, what Pamomina. They can never serve back in the army, and I say, Navy, and I say, Air Force view.
And no, say, Sika, Aya Quanco Jessica. And you say, and ya non qua, a Sika same years, Bako and let the Dija or Moquine, because I can't be mobile 4 years, I can't be mobile 6 years. And only a Marco 15 in our Pamom. It will calculate here, San Canelo, and my fire another analysis, and no Sika, Yashe, by way of the training, the do we remove minimum a pilot. A security expert in border security, a amount of weapon handling, be a commanding troops, all those specialized, be a maritime, international maritime law, near the and the name training, security will yes, actually, your best abomodesi and sabit me a canona, Yanin didn't come. Okay, 101.7. So, in the na, young coy, any Yemusa and Sama Woodwall said the Anna Etienne and Cassa, ye bombardesi and sabit me a canon, na ye di in Como Ahodo, Wasan Abba. All of Miss Amaqua,
until I said American. As the Sky, the world we are that training in an and no, ya, or mind the business on fast where we may ash and financial loss. And the bills, the same I have the promo to offer for our could do my dear. They need certain competencies, any training, be as for the same money at the ball the training room. What kind of means sign a more? And I may cut analysis respectfully. My year regression, the are now the comes as cannot the armed forces are. The bit me housing unit Mako 200 at the amount. But a not than Kenya offer. So when they be found what's Asia, they knew any master. Sunday not say I was on 20 ammonia you may. A Kuku, like what can I say, oh, good work, Mako phone to me to answer. Until you can call my the Ammonia services are more than some of my grand and I'm in Africa. But we honor you, we celebrate. Naka one honor but the prize is big crown, the other two Mukum, Naka, the Omokine, not I need affairs. Rather, and then be the front page of Herald, be the front page of known NDC newspapers. Not sure the scandal, one fabricated the other two work. And the goose are going to master. And the Messiah from Papa. Not as politics, pure politics, and no more. No more. I was so far at this so good master. Now, be able to say, oh, the President Mahama is justified by starting all of them because you're born away. A very dangerous rule. A BC that, fabrication. Now, the American country, I'm going to say, and yes, I do not is being free, and I will go with you. South Carolina, it's not the individual generals involved. We try to throw a legal move, I don't want to move you. It's the entire Ghana armed forces, and was scandalizing, which is never done. There's no country, there's no government that was scandalizing the Ghana armed forces. Never maintain sabe and penny some of that. Mankind be who history paying. So it's been in the 100 years history for 50 something years, Ghana, that they very independent, maintain on the some of that. So buying a bath, yes, scandalize the democratically elected government too. Yes, scandalize the entire Ghana armed forces by fabricating stories of corruption.
They are as put forth by the Herald now. Okay, me and Casamimu paper be. Who's you? And he would be almost scandalized on maybe some truth.
And they are Mahole, Minister for Defense, Honorable Manibuama. So I appeared before the Committee on Defense and Interior. 12 o'clock, you are training. But first question, ABC said, South Carolina NDC papers will sponsor publish any online portal, publish every good Ghana armed forces anymore. When they are doing it, and you inform and will go when massive. The Ghana armed forces and will go when Marciana. Another Yano. So I said, and Yano Quedia, and you watch may sound one about the entire parliament plenary say, or no unqualified apology. Not only bank it, not Ghana funding, we are funding, a Ghana armed forces, the empire, and a home sign said, some corruption in this scandals are people be everybody to justify Ghana armed forces, and you know, correct that. Now, and this are not a normal, I'm the empire investment. The dear Ghana armed forces, no money, but better picture to some expense way. A swan take a picture, it's not the Jana. So, or say, I am a cry. The rules, you want some way better. But Sabi, even if FBI in a crack runner, Sabi, in secret, in military, no, and then saying, and they talk on you because men and someone may want. So, your friend the radio swap, the use security related no. A tip of the iceberg pet and I'm a pony. The edit to jar and yet discuss it as a matter of public discourse. And go for you name. I am responsible for circumspection and I'm ready to jar. The Akanina, you wish there be a catastrophe. You see, I don't want, you can't want them. They will say they be able to eat. And this is a compassion and a press one. Near choir was a fast so a liquid man. When they say personal, in an attempt to disgrace the Ghana armed forces, and also once a month, every year, no. But I know the investigation that far, they are all probable falsehood. It could be any. When we need to find propaganda and so now we na a bar appointment no ho and could justify so omo boni bi ntimi apamo. What bra omo boni bia 15 of them you want to scandalize them. So what the boni bad already. And you have to sponsor party newspapers to disgrace them.
But as a who defend you, this one almost was a beer, never be a there is something.
We don't want to defend you. Ghana Armed Forces and me defend it.
Yeah, okay.
Over because officers will come and go, individuals will come and go, but the Ghana Armed Forces, it stays forever. And you know the empire, well, America, baby, they will scandalize it. General Bakwa, armed forces, military, must scandalize it. It is something if they don't know. I am telling them. Oh yes, oh, we have them. Make up who and Marcia. That's why a penny at the general, particularly 2-star every crowd. The entire bureaucracy in our places, so they are who couldn't any master. But many non-can one, or they only are no back. No year, we are Ochina, the whole clarity out back. Emma Abituka, a issue statement. Emma, we are finding now. The Ghana Armed Forces are fine. And we are now dream over. Maybe the Casa fight to the Colonels, net lieutenant colonels. They do not want Mapamo, but one Pamo, and so 19. Commandant, name brigades, name other commands. I will do the brain and say, Wapamo 2-star general secret. Was promote to colonels. And several a year 1-star generals. Now they want to start commands now. We have a backlog of colonels a promotion I do. This is an opportunity for them to be promoted. But for promotion, you'll be a leader to work and making sure transparency, meritocracy, and competence, and seniority and by rank, fairness should take its place. Then one sacrificing meritocracy on the altar of politics. So the first one, because young Tom will be in 34. I will know. And in 38 near same good and the 1-star general. And some of our uniform from some and Mamurana article because of first one and some and continue. We'll have to make sure that the intake 34 for all runners will kennels are and equivalents are. Those should be the people who are about generals. And so about the next intake 35 as what was are. Now we know about lieutenant colonels I will want you to be colonels. Now we will more not say what was because I never on not your shit and they call so top a far course. What it means is that Obi or a colonel but by age or rank by this year or about the call retirement and so yesterday I named us we now planning to find a junior pet at the general pet or a retirement or Pamo also. Into all in 34. We start planning to find in 32, 34, 30, 36, 35, 31. Why not be that the page are not open? What killing the career? And we have many of these who are also equally competent. We are fighting for those people. But middle line I can. Did at all. This is the time. So what the prepare you talking. Now politics no a sutra. Me share military for. I don't regard them as politicians or your MPP and as or your NDC. Obia or the Kukumoti or the Twaba. But only a professional. A neutral impartial officer. And the neutral what the politics being we were Mukura. Maintaining the neutrality of the force.
See. Anyway, where the Mamina and Copim say or Babano back committee and maybe any so I bidding couple. We shall so Honorable Reverend Ntim Fordjour, MP for Ascent South, former Deputy Education Minister.
OKFM 101.7.